I was thinking recently that we have this protestive contention between certain denominations in the Christian right in opposition to stem cell research. Now, it seems the basis for their argument here is life begins at conception. Though stem cells, there's no. What I don't think they would say is that being born begins at conception. And by their scriptures, a person is born into sin. So, therefore, by the Christian's own form of reasoning, it could actually. I don't get why they're protesting it instead of recognizing it as a win-win, because in their terms, life beginning at conception would mean the stem cells going to assist medical science advancements would be what they are calling a life, but not a life that's gone through the process of birth, and therefore born would be a life that's free of any sin. So that would be a straight to heaven in their terms. This life would not run the risks of being born in sin and then not accepting the teachings of the church and then staying in sin in the Christian's terms and then going to hell and being tortured for all eternity. So whether it's a cesarean section birth delivery or a vaginal birth delivery, it's the Christians' teachings that stipulate that a life is born into sin. So if the stem cell research is permitted to continue, I don't get Christians' logic seems to suggest they would be supporting it. Every single stem cell sample going to be researched would be, in the Christians' terms, a life that's just gone to heaven, and they've saved them from sin, from being born into sin. So that's another thing about the Christians' jive that makes no sense to me. It makes sense to me in that I think it's a reflection of the failure to gain enough converts is resulting in various forms of lashing out at art, at entertainment, at like a tantrum being thrown. But so we granted to them that life begins at conception. Fine. Doesn't the Christian want to save lives from sin and eternities in hellfire? Then every stem cell sample that's in the Christian terms a life can be researched, hasn't been born and therefore not born into sin, and can never go to hell. Will go straight to heaven. The every step in the missionary's salvation plan is right there in the Christian right supporting stem cell research. So their protests, I think, have something to do with something else. If they want to, I think if they want to protest, they should just be specific about what it is.